Good morning, Morena. Kia ora. Hello, and it is a good morning. Cafe Gardener is in session. Thank you, Mr. Gardener. Oh, yeah. Nothing like a good coffee in the morning. So, I've had a bit more play with this, and that's my size 9 hook, and I've decided that tactile awareness, thank you Rebecca, is something that I really want to add to um, this hug. So I've got a fluffy and a thick ball of yarn, and I've put them together and I'm making my next row, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. And I don't know, you can experiment with whatever wool or yarn that you have at home and whatever size hooks that you want. I wasn't brave enough for some time to double my wool because of my eyesight, but it turned out to be just a fear and not a fact. So, and just getting confidence to play with what you have, um, what you have in your stash already. And to start off with, my stash wasn't very big, and when you double your wool, you literally make it go faster, um, as in you run out faster. But as I've said before, my stash seems to multiply, not divide. So um, logically, it should make some difference, but actually, it never seems to. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you this lovely, rich golden round that I'm adding to this hug, and that I've seen people put down fluffy wool and feathered wool because yarn, because they've thought that it would be too hard to use. Um, but if you feel your work with your fingers as you go, um, rather than trying to look to see where you put your hook, and learn to feel the holes, learn to count the trebles 1, 2, 3 with your fingers, and find the chain holes with your fingers. You you have no trouble crocheting with the feathered, fanned, and fluffy stuff, because it's not your eyes that tell you where the next thing is. It's your fingers. It's like almost like reading braille. This finger here is, and my thumb are basically what is my sight. And until I tried to explain it to you, I didn't even realize that that's what they're doing. They're my guides. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this because we're getting really close to doing our last row. This is not our last row, but we're getting very close, and I'm getting quite excited to actually show you how to finish a hug, because it's not just putting it down and declaring it finished. There's a final delicious row that just makes it. Anyway, right. So that I wanted to show you, and And so as today, as you can see, dressed, more sparkling. I was trying to work out why yesterday I woke up completely blah. And I realised that yesterday should have been the day that we drove from Kerikeri to Taupo to spend the night at the Hilton, and as many hours as we possibly could getting in and out of hot pools and just absolutely treating ourselves as a birthday present for me. And I realised that because of COVID, that was yesterday, and we have it's on hold for about a month. So yeah, and today we would have been in Taupo having a breakfast that somebody else made and another chance to jump in hot pools before we drove back up the country. So it does seem like an excessive thing to do, just 24 hours to run away and go somewhere really nice, but it's kind of like it's what we like to do, go and find places, but not for long, because we like to sleep in our own beds, to be honest. Yeah, so that's why I sort of had a mental harumph yesterday. But I woke up feeling fine today. Some funny things that happened yesterday though. I'll get the other crocheting and then I'll give you a laugh. Right, here is our little beauty, and I'm ready to go up my next row, and I'm going to use this purple yarn that we started with in the middle, that we started everything with, and I'm using it because it feels nice and I want to get rid of it, and it seems to be a ball of wool that goes on and on. So this is the ball of wool that goes on, and so I'm going to fix that. 1, 2, 3. Right, so our corner chain into the corner, and making our join. Right, chopping off a nice length, and tying that corner off. Yeah. Right. The old wool to the front, the new wool to the back. Pull it, the new wool to the front, the old wool to the back. Make a reef knot, pull it, and that's our tie. And so 1, 2, 3. 3 chain into the back, pull it round, and do our... Oh, I'm excited because I actually want to tell you the funny story from yesterday. Hang on a minute. Chain. Let's do this corner before I get too distracted. Okay. Okay, so can you see my hair is ever so slightly redder? It could have been redder, but I decided not to put a permanent dye in my hair yesterday. So to make myself feel better, I thought maybe I should do a face mask, because I've seen other people do that. And I thought, well, I've got a really nice chocolate one from Lush. Maybe I could do that. And then I thought, nah, I won't do that. Maybe I should dye my hair because that's always fun, and if I muck it up, I can fix it and yeah. And then I thought, oh, I can't be bothered. It takes too long. I've got a red shampoo. And then I thought, you know, you know that joke about the carpets matching the drapes? If you don't, I'm not going to explain it, but if you do, you can have a giggle with me. I decided that maybe I didn't want the drapes anymore because making the carpet match the drapes was a bit too hard. So, what don't you get mixed up when you get into a shower? You don't get the bottle of red shampoo and the bottle of Veet mixed up when you get in the shower. And thank goodness I didn't. It was a really close thing, and I had to think really hard about which went on first and what came off. And oh, dear me, it was hilarious. But anyway, kind of kind of red drapes and no carpet, which is really lucky because actually I came really close to having no drapes and red carpet. And I mean, you know, there's a joke in there. But anyway, there you go. That was my funny little story. And and I feel much better today, and I won't be making that mistake again. Anyway, so yeah, actually, that chocolate face mask from Lush is divine, and it's the only one I've found that I don't react to really badly. So yeah. Anyway, we've got a nice side now. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. And so we're actually wanting to get this out to at least twice this width, and maybe, yeah, so that's from the middle. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I would say 20 by 20. If you're worrying about it, if you're over crocheting, just keep going until it feels right for you. Anyway, I think we've literally got everything we need for making a hug. We've talked about wool and corners and thread and chain and treble and hooks and making mistakes and yeah, so ask questions because I'm going to sit in my evening and make at least 3 or 4 more rows onto this so it grows faster, and you can maybe do the same with your handwork. And I want to get to the point where I can start showing you how to finish and how to do different kinds of edges and what to use for an edge and why you would use it. So yeah, I'm planning my next moves. So today is day 10 of the New Zealand lockdown, and we find out whether the rest of the country rolls out for a few more days to keep up with Auckland. Auckland has to be in for 2 weeks, and which is Tuesday, but I don't know. I halfway expect that it might be longer for the rest of the country as well, but we'll see. We'll see what Dr. Ashley and our Prime Minister Jacinda say. And yeah, keep safe. Have a good day. Bye.